Hello Explorers, welcome back. Happy New Year. You guys will be seeing this on January 1st, 2024. And I know you can see what is in front of me, which means only one thing. We are doing the month-end closeout. And depending on how long this video goes, I may throw in the year-end closeout as well, but I'm not really prepared for that, so I'm not 100% certain. But this is the last time we will be using this planner for my month-end closeouts. And I cannot wait because trying to get a screen to show up on a screen does not work so hot. So let me just zoom in YouTube so they can see what's going on. And we'll get started. So end of November, we had $476 in the kids savings, and we now have in the kids savings $500 in a high yield. Let me fix. Sorry about that, YouTube. You guys were a little too zoomed in. Okay, so we now have $500 in the kids savings, which is a $14, not 14, it's a $24 change. Personal care, we ended the month of November with nothing. And we are ending December. Let me make sure I pull the right one. I believe it's this one. Yes. We are ending December with, let's see. We're going to have to add all of these categories because these are, now that they're split up, they weren't all of the rest of the year. So we had 50, 60, 5, 70, 5, 76, 77. We did just spend out of hair, so there's 77 there. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do January. I don't know if I'm going to break it up into the different categories or keep, like, when I do the month-end closeout, or keep it. Clothing is its own separate category. Nails goes into personal care. We have $60. I think I might break it up just because I do have separate goals for each of these envelopes. Skincare was also part of it, and so we have 45 there. We did just spend out of these, which kind of stinks because we couldn't have held off a little bit. I had just topped a bunch of these up, but that's okay. So we're ending December with 182, which means that is a 182 increase. Medical, we ended November with $90. We are ending this December with 100 in copays, and we just spent out of this one because I need to make a category for like nutrition and supplements because my husband just bought creatine. So I did have to pulled it from medications. $50, $60, $2. Since we're not doing takeout, we're drinking more water, we're just overall, we're getting back to how we normally live life. This year has been kind of crazy, but we're finally getting back to the way that we're used to doing things. Oh, feminine care was also in medical before. So in here we have 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. This is how we normally are. We do a lot of protein shakes. We do a lot of supplements. We do a lot of holistic health. We don't do this much takeout usually. We drink a ton of water, and 2023 just, it got out of hand with everything, and we just really got off track. So we're ending December with $212, which is a $122 increase. So then let's go over to car maintenance, which again, I broke this up. So in car maintenance, we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 200. Plus, we're going to add registration in there because all year that has been, it's all in one envelope. 50, 70, 90, 100. And then I believe oil change has 50 in it. It does. Plus 50. And then tires doesn't have anything. Move that over. Okay. So car maintenance, we are ending with 350, which is a $250 increase. Home maintenance, we ended November with $100. We are ending December with $100. Forgot I didn't break that one up any further. So that is a $0 change. Holidays. Actually, let's skip down and go down to home needs and clothing because that's also in this binder, and then we can just be done with this binder. So we ended November with $75 in clothing. We now have $20, $40, $60, $80, $100 in clothing. So that is a positive $25. We ended home necessities with $50. We now are ending December with $50, $70, $80, $95, $96, $97, $98, $99, $100. So that is a positive $50 increase. Then let's go back up here. We are all done with sinking funds. We need to go into the holiday binder, which is this one. And we're just going to have to add all of these together. We ended November with absolutely nothing. And actually, I don't think there's anything in the holiday binder. There is not. So there's nothing in the holiday binder. So that is a $0 change. School ended with 110 in November, and we are ending December with also 110. So that is no change as well. Now for my favorite binder, bill savings. Oh, please don't fall. Okay. So those all need to get cleaned off. But bill savings, we ended with $16.96 in November. We just reallocated everything into mortgage, and in mortgage we now have, so we can start the year fresh, we have $1,500, $600, $700, $800, $902. So $1,902 is how we are ending December. Let me get these. I need to clean all of these off so we can do our first cash stuffing in this binder. I'm just gonna, that's just gonna have to work. So what is that? 1902 minus last month's 1696. We added in $206 this month. Road trip. Let's go into savings challenges and games. Last month, road trip savings ended at $924. This month, we are ending with $500, $600. Wait, that's not correct. $500, $1,000, $1,100, and $20, $40, $55, $60, $1, $2, and $3. $1,163. Can I pick that up? So that is a positive $239. I am loving, this is probably going to be the best month we have had as far as like month-end closeouts. Just because it's, so far nothing has gone down. Build a Savings, another really good one. We ended Build a Savings in November with $312. I'm going to move this out of the way because it's going to take me a little bit to count everything. Let me clear the calculator. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, to 10, 25, so 225. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are sticking together. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80. Wow, these are really sticking. Some of these are like really good quality or really good condition. 80, 82, 84, 86, 88, 90, 92, 94, 96, 98, 100. So let's add that in there before I forget. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. So we are ending December with $397 minus the $312. That is a positive $85. That is amazing considering I don't budget for Build a Savings. It's just whatever's left, kind of under $10-ish. So that's really good. Monthly, we did not add anything to it because we added December's monthly into Build Savings, so that will still just have $1,000 in that high yield savings account. The 2024, which is Save 2024 in 2024. Last month we had nothing in it. This month we have, and this is one I want to keep track of, which is why it's like that. We have $210. So that is obviously a positive $210. And that is it for ones that we keep track of in the paycheck binders. So now what I do is give myself a little line. Let's erase this. I wasn't sure if there were more I needed to add in there. Actually, yes, there is. Let me do this. I would like to start keeping track of the 52-week savings challenge. So we're going to put that we had nothing in it last month since we didn't keep track. This month we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times $53 is $424. Okay, so now we can add all of this up. That's obviously a positive 424. So what I'm going to do is add all this up really quick. So that's $6,750 in ones that I keep track of, which makes that a $1,161 difference. Not as big as I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I think that's because we got rid of a lot of challenges in there. We're not keeping track of Slytherin because that one's gone. There's a lot that are gone. So we'll say paycheck totals. And then I also do another total, which is everything in my binders, which shouldn't be too much of a difference simply because we cleared out most of the challenges. So there's not going to be a whole lot of additional to add. But I will go through and I will add up everything in my paycheck binders, and then we go through and we do collab, if you're new here. So 54. I did not add the ones that we've already added up because I'll just add it to that total that's on the sheet. So we are done with that one. We've already added that one. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. So in savings, we have kid savings, we have bill savings, we have CD ladder, we have Christmas. Okay, I did not. Are those ones. I think that's actually it. Those, we only had 2. So we will add this $86 that were from the 2 challenges into the 6750. So amongst all of my paycheck binders, I have 6836, and I cannot remember what I had last month. So this is just a total of all paycheck. It's just for my own personal record. And now we go into collab. So now what I do is I go into my collab binder. I have certain challenges that I keep track of for collab. Why am I not finding the binder that I want? Which currently it's just Road Trip and the Disneyland. Those are the 2 that I keep track of because they are long-term savings challenges. So I need to go pull that info. But that's okay. So in Disneyland we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 3,300, and 50, 70, 91. So 3,391. We ended November with $2,000, I know that for a fact, in Road Trip. And now we have 2,000 in Road Trip because that is in a high yield, plus whatever is in the Japan Road Trip because those will be combined. That is this one. So in Japan Road Trip, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, $520, $32. $532. So $25.32. That is a positive $532. And that's just for my own personal record. And then what I do is I actually add everything because I like to know my total, like, I guess net worth, not really net worth, but like how much money I have saved up in total. So that's what we will do. Oh, I guess I could tell you. So in this one, we have $64. In this one, in J for Japan, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And next year I will be keeping track of things a little bit differently for my month end. I think I'm going to keep track of, as far as travel goes, like I'm going to do it per binder. Because previously I only had one binder for travel. This one is Pokemon. In Pokemon we have 150, 170, 175. So basically I will keep track of Disney. I will keep track of the Japan binder. I will keep track of the... and then this one is 2532. I will keep track of the Japan binder. I will keep track of the streaming binder, etc. And so we can compare the binders. $1, $2, $303. And this is in the Tokyo Scratch Off book. Adventure is Calling has 30. This one has 37 plus 25. In Flights, I count these ones when we do them, so I'm not going to take them out if I don't have to. Sudoku, we have $30. Disney, we just checked it. We have $3,391. We haven't started this one. And then we have $250 in passports, which is in there. So $7,013 in the Japan binder. Love it. Trying to figure out the best way to keep track of things. Did I put that in the back of there? No. So this is my... I don't think there's really any money in here. I guess there is a little bit. So in my business binder, we have 1, 2, 3... Is it $3? $4. I knew there wasn't much in this. In subscriptions, we have $10. In fees and management, we have $50. And then we're not going to add taxes because that's something that just gets paid to the IRS. And there's nothing in there currently. Okay. So now we're going to go into the YouTube binder. I'm just going to add all of this together for right now, but starting 2024, we will be doing this differently. So in the Save 200, there is $20, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39. Okay. Christmas tree has 50, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5. $65. Word search has 110. Space has 50, 70, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 85. Tetris, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pizza we completed, but I am going to count it because it's in the 100 envelope, and that is going to get counted in, and that is 35. Flip coin, we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 12 envelope, we have 2, $22.75. So that is it in here. And then let's pull the travel sinking fund binder. And this represents things that I have in high yields that I maybe no longer have in my envelopes. So in hotel, we have $1,000. I'm not going to count that because we did count that in the road trip because that's where that came from. Gas, we have $1,000. Again, not going to count it. That was the other $1,000 from road trip that we completed. Tickets has $3,000. Not going to count that because that is counted in the Disney, and I don't want to double count money. But we also have, we got a gift card for Christmas from my in-laws for $500. And that will go towards our Disney cruise. Plus we have, I need to count this, we have $250 sitting in a Disney account. So the travel binders, I think that's all of them now, currently have $8,364, and that doesn't seem right. I feel like that doesn't seem right, but maybe it is. So we'll do travel total. I know it looks so different, but that's because I've already switched my binders over. So I'm kind of having to make things work currently. So that's travel total. So the numbers that actually matter are this number, this is what we keep track of in paycheck, and this number, which is all of my binders in total from last month. So now we need to add this one to this one. 750. And that means that in total, in all of my binders, what I have saved is $15,114, which is a $4,409 difference. So these are the numbers that truly matter. The rest are just numbers that I keep track of for myself because I like to see. This is paycheck, what I keep track of, and this is everything combined. So I think we did a pretty darn good job. Let's just take a quick glance. I'm not going to do a whole overview comparing to January of last year, but we're ending with $15,114. Let's take a look at January of 2023, the end of the month, because I do believe I did. We ended in January of 2023. We had $81 in total in sinking funds. That's everything. That's sinking funds. That's savings. That's everything. And in travel, we ended with $1,250. So a year of spending, we went on a Virgin Voyage cruise. We went on a Disney cruise. We went to Disney World. We went to Oogie Boogie Bash. We went to Legoland a couple of times. We went to Universal a couple of times. We went to Denver for a week. We went to Knott's Berry Soak City in California. Oh, we went to Destin, Florida. I forgot about that. We went to Destin, Florida. I've had to get my car fixed multiple times. We've completely redid our floors downstairs and our baseboards and repainted. I could cry, you guys. Let me just say that growing up, my husband and I, neither one of us ever really grew up financially stable. For different reasons, but so saving was not something that either of us ever grew up being taught. Financial responsibility was something neither one of us were ever taught or shown or learned. And I really could cry. I'm sorry. I'm not usually an emotional person, but this is something huge for us. I just want you guys to know that you can do this. Anybody can do this. If I can do this, anybody can do this. When I started January of 2023, it was because we had gotten to a point where we couldn't afford our bills. We basically, the way that our bills got paid were whichever bill was getting ready to get shut off took priority. Whichever one we were getting a 48-hour disconnect notice on took priority. I will say my mortgage never, ever, ever went without getting paid. That has always been a number one thing to get paid. However, there were many times that it was paid late, and so I incurred a $65 late fee. But people say, you know, they don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. We didn't even live paycheck to paycheck. My husband's paychecks were spent before they ever came in because we didn't know how to get caught up. It was our first year owning our home with all these massive bills. It was a huge change for us. And as much as we tried to be prepared, we just couldn't be. And so the fact that I know that if something were to happen, I have $15,000 in high yield savings and in binders, we would be okay for a couple of months. And that is just crazy to me. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, we went from a household that couldn't pay the bills we had to a household that could pay the bills for the next couple months if we didn't have a job. And a household that we are currently, I would say, at least 3 weeks ahead on our bills. At least the ones I cash stuff for. Excuse me. As you know, I don't cash stuff for all of my bills. I do cash stuff for my mortgage, my trash, my HOA, my car insurance, and my car payment. And all of those bills are at least 3 weeks ahead because I cash stuff for them. The other bills are smaller bills. Those ones are not ahead. So yeah, like I said, if I can do this, you can do this. You saw where I started. I started ending January of 2023 with literally $81 saved. $81. That was huge. I was so excited. I remember seeing that number and going, I think I can do this. And that was at saving $81. Because I knew that I went all month long without spending that $81 that I worked to save up. And at the time, the reason that, if we look back, that $81 that I saved, if we want to look at where it came from, it was $30 I had saved for Lennox's birthday and $21 in personal care. And then $30 in home maintenance. That was it. That was it, you guys. So, yeah, you can do this. I absolutely believe in this method. The only thing that's stopping you from seeing the progress that I've seen is you. I promise. You don't need fancy binders that are aesthetically pleasing. You don't need all the greatest and newest and prettiest savings challenges. When I started, none of my binders matched because, and I did have binders. I did have cute binders. I won't say I didn't, but the only reason I had cute binders is because they were free binders. When I started, I did not purchase a single thing. I did not purchase, I'm sorry, I did. I bought myself this. This was the only thing that I bought. I used my kids' crayons. I printed off some papers to color in. That's what started the monthly challenges. The binders I was using were free binders that I got for doing Amazon reviews. Yeah, that was it. That's what I started with. If you guys remember, the running joke was that I didn't have a calculator, and it was because I didn't want to spend the money on a calculator. I actually have this calculator because I won it in a giveaway. So yeah. All right, well, now that I've been super emotional and personal, that's where we're at, though. That is where we're at. And I'm so glad that I did this year-end update, because I wasn't going to do one. Somebody actually asked me if I would do one, and I kept thinking to myself, like, that doesn't make sense. You can see what we're ending the year in or with, and I know I started in January, so whatever I'm ending with that's how much more I have than when I started. But I think getting to see not the beginning of January versus the end of December, but getting to see the end of January and the end of December is really what I needed to see. So, and knowing everything that I have done and has happened in between there, just by cutting out the trips to Target, by shopping around for car insurance and lowering that bill, by paying bills online or paying bills on time and avoiding late fees, by cutting out all streaming services except for 2. One of the biggest things, you don't need Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Disney Plus. You don't need all of those. I know a lot of people will tell you that you should purchase them, by the year, because then you'll save the money. Don't do that, because then you're locked in for a year. I know you get a discount for buying in a year, but it's not a discount if you aren't using it as often as you should be. One of the biggest things that I did was I canceled all subscription services, all streaming services. As my kids ask, hey mom, can we want to watch something on Disney Plus? Okay, then we will have Disney Plus this month. And I renew it then. And then as soon as I renew it, I cancel it. I know they have it for 30 days. They know they don't get a new streaming service until that one is done. So at that time they can ask, or at any time they will say, hey mom, when Disney Plus is done, can we get Netflix? Sure. And that's how I keep my subscriptions down. I'm allowed one. My kids are allowed one to share. My husband doesn't really watch, he doesn't really stream anything unless he's watching something with me. So he doesn't need one. But yeah, that or share with friends. Like, one reason I've never paid for Hulu, one of my friends has it. And then I share whatever one I'm using at the time with them. So you can save a lot of money that way. Just by cutting out those Target trips, those home goods runs, those TJ Maxx, you're going to save the money that you spent at those stores. You're also going to save that money on gas. We have cut our gas bill down so much because I'm not going to Target every single day. Which sounds unrealistic, but I was literally going to Target every day because I'd get bored. Now, nope. So that is my overly extended TED Talk. And I can't wait to see what is in store for me in 2024 and for all of you. I hope you guys have health, wealth, and travel in 2024. So with that said, I guess I will see you in my next one. Bye.